I know what you're going through. I know, 'cause I've been there too. I don't walk right and I don't talk right, and there ain't nothing wrong with feeling strong, but I wanna be there for you, honey.
Welcome to Vet Ranch. This is our newest case. This is Jocelyn. Jocelyn, we're assuming, is around 1 to 2 years old. She's had a litter of puppies, but she was just recently rescued from the pound, and she was on the euthanasia list because she has some pretty nasty injuries that are definitely going to require surgery. No one really knows what happened to her. You're not going to be able to get a good look at this until we get her anesthetized, but you can see bone through that skin. And she's also kind of favoring one of the back legs, so possibly a hip injury. I don't think it's broken, probably just bruised, but I'm going to go ahead and anesthetize her, take an x-ray or two of her hip, and we're probably going to have to just totally amputate that tail. I don't think it's going to be closable just because of where it is. There's not a whole lot of extra skin, so we'll figure that out when we get in there, but we're going to go ahead and take her to surgery right now. All right, have her under anesthesia right now. Just snapped an x-ray of her hips, and they are in fact broken. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on here. My positioning's terrible because I'm all alone right now, but it's broken in here. All right, so this is a hip bone. She has fracture going through right here, and across here. That's this piece right here in the middle. It's loose. You can see a fracture there, there, and there. The fracture also comes down here, which is right there. Possibly another fracture right there. But basically, this whole middle part is just loose and floating around, which I'm pretty surprised to see because she was running around on it so well. I really didn't think she had any broken bones at all. I thought she was just sore. But you know, I've seen puppies heal from worse hip injuries. They actually are pretty remarkable. Puppies and kitties, they can heal very quickly. A lot of times all you have to do is just put them in a small cage where they can just rest for literally like a month, just where they're not going to be jumping up and down, and they heal pretty quickly. And that's what we're going to do with this dog because she's getting around on it so well, and you know, we don't have the funds to go spend $4,000 on getting this hip plated or anything. So anyway, going to go ahead and take her into the surgery room now and work on that tail. Warning, this is a little graphic. No one knows what happened to this dog. I was just informed that someone was just on a run and this dog walked up to him. So they just found it like this. But it's all just kind of shaved down here. Looks like it was worn. So, you know, people have speculated that she was thrown out of a vehicle or something like that. Maybe hit by a car and drug a little bit. But don't really know with her injuries. But those bones are literally ground down. That is bone that you're seeing in the middle there. That's her vertebrae. And they're ground down, so pretty nasty looking. I'm going to cut this tail off probably about right here because there's no way you're going to get that to heal. Plus those bones, I'm sure, are already infected and nasty. So probably going to cut it up about this level so she still has a little bit of a tail, and we'll get started on that. All right, about to make my first cut, and normally these guys are laying on their belly for these procedures, but since she has that broken hip, I don't really want to splay out her legs, so I'm going to do it on her side, which is kind of awkward, but I think it'll be manageable. People are always amazed at how little blood loss there is during these surgeries, and that's kind of the idea. We do that on purpose. We try to cut in spots that will limit blood loss, and I use this little cautery unit to cauterize all those little capillaries so that we don't have a whole lot of blood loss. I have the skin totally free all the way around this tail now, so now I'm going to kind of dissect up here and find the end to one of these vertebrae, and I need to cut that vertebrae off up here so that I can close the skin around it. Don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but this is what you don't want to hit. That's a big old vein running through right there. See, if I hit that, there'd be blood everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and tie that off, and there's one on the other side as well. Now I'm trying to find the joint in between the two vertebrae so I can figure out where to cut. So you can see here that I'm going straight in between two vertebrae with this scalpel blade. And the tail's about to be gone. There you go, easy as that. The trick now is to make the end of this tail look good. You have to kind of figure out how to fold down this hair so that the top hair will be over the end and it won't have a big bald spot on the end. Sometimes it's hard to do. Now, assuming Jocelyn's hip heals up back to a normal hip, like I really think it will, her injuries are significant now, but theoretically she's going to have a totally normal rest of her life. She'll have a little bit shorter tail, but that's about it. And it stinks because she was brought into animal control by someone who found her, and because she has injuries, they have to say, you know, she's on the euthanasia list because they don't have the resources to pay veterinarians to come in and fix all these hurt animals that they pick up, which kind of stinks, but it makes sense because they have hundreds of healthy animals that are there that, you know, are much easier to find homes for, and they still cannot find homes for those dogs. So it's kind of impossible for them to find someone who's willing to adopt a dog and spend money paying the veterinary bills. So that is kind of what's cool about what we're doing with Vet Ranch and what you guys are helping us do. All of the people who have donated so far, you are the reason that this dog was not euthanized yesterday. She was brought to me because I told them that we have the funds to take care of her, so bring her on. So you guys are supporting me so that I can support them, so I greatly appreciate that, and she's going to greatly appreciate that. Whoever adopts her and falls in love with her will greatly appreciate that. So I think we're doing a pretty cool thing with this Vet Ranch project, and it's working out really well so far. I've got several more cases that we are working on at the moment. It just takes a while for me to get the videos out because I like to, on a lot of them, wait until the dogs are completely healed up. But anyway, I just really appreciate all the help that I've been getting from you guys all over the world donating money to help our cause here. Alright, all done now. I'll just kind of show you what's going on. You can kind of get a better idea of what I was talking about, where I rolled the top skin over the end of that tail. So now her scar is going to be hiding kind of underneath her tail, and she has long enough hair that you probably won't be able to see it anyway, but it kind of will just make sure it doesn't look too funny. But there it is, a little swollen now. That swelling will go down. The ends won't be squared off like that once she heals up, and especially once that hair comes in, you won't even be able to tell. It'll look like she was made that way, but we are waking her up now and see how she's doing after surgery. Come here, come here. Hey, come here, come here. Good girl. Here's Jocelyn with the new tail, and you can tell it still wags. She's a happy little girl. Someone once told me that God made dogs tough, and you can tell he did with old Jocelyn. 3 fractures in that hip and running around like a little puppy. Come here, come here, come here. Good girl. Look at this dog that was almost euthanized yesterday. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Watch her sit. Ready? Sit. 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 Good girl, sit. Good girl, she's not even taking it from me. What a good dog. What a good dog. Thank you all for helping us save another puppy. It's a shame that dogs like this get put to sleep just because they don't have an owner, but the YouTube community has taken her in, become her owner for the time being, paid her surgery, and she's gonna live a long, happy, healthy life thanks to you guys. We'll see you next time.
Sometimes when you're feeling young and you're feeling tough and you're all caught up but you don't